Good afternoon, Mr. DiTomaso, fellow administrators, board trustee, Ms. T. Markroat, teachers, parents, guardians, family and friends, and especially the class of 2021. Welcome to Mepham High School's 83rd annual commencement. Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, and afterwards we will welcome seniors Jackie Baker to perform our national anthem. I pledge allegiance
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Jacqueline. Please be seated. Before I begin, I just want to announce that VM Broadcasting is here. We want to thank them for recording our ceremony. We are trying to attempt to live stream it right now, so if you are trying to live stream from your phone, please do not do so. A lot of the hotspots are being taken internally, and we're hoping that those hotspots go back on so that we could continue to live stream the ceremony. Again, we are recording the ceremony, and I promise you that I will send you the link right after the ceremony. Today we celebrate and honor a special group of young men and women. The members of the class of 2021 are bright, kind, creative, outgoing, and have certainly learned how to think outside the box this past year. They've also embraced the Mepham spirit. I am proud of the selflessness and compassion that they have displayed over the years. Among this group of graduates, we have 175 National Honor Society members, 40 Seal of Biliteracy recipients, and 13 Gilder Lehrman scholars. In addition, this class has been awarded over $13.7 million in scholarships and will attend some of the finest colleges in this country. While we are here this afternoon to celebrate the talented young men and women of the class of 2021, we also want to thank our teachers, parents, and guardians for their support. Therefore, I ask our graduates to take a moment to recognize the teachers and family members who have guided them through the years of education with a round of applause. So, class of 2021, let's give them a round of applause. Now I would like to take a moment to recognize the leaders of this outstanding class. At this time, I ask our class advisor, Ms. Nigro, and our class officers to come to the front of the stage. Senior Class President, Spencer Astro. Vice President Taylor DeCina. Secretary Carly Green. And Treasurer Amanda Green. With the assistance of Ms. Nigro, these students have helped guide the class through their senior year and have contributed significantly to their success. We would like to present them with the stoles, as you just saw, because of all their hard work. So congratulations again to our class officers. Next, as a special gift to our graduates, I invite the pirate poets of the class of 2021, Emily Rosenberg and Sydney Wang, to the stage to address their classmates with an original piece, The Unknown Future.
I just want to give a big thank you to Miss Nebraska and Miss Cyril. Thanks for making Mepham a home where poetry can grow. Anyway, so this is The Unknown Future. I've seen you grow up.
I've witnessed years of your life,
I've seen your face grow kind.
seen your character expand,
I've seen your eyes darken with age.
each year our height multiplying side by side.
I've seen you become the person you always wished.
Knowing new details of each other's life was a routine.
I am not someone who gets sentimental.
Sentiment and nostalgia are forged into my soul, so much so they linger to hide uncertainties.
I know that leaves will dance down as if you were brittle, grow into autumn. I know that everything must end in some way, and sometime.
At some point, as surely as the waves rush against the sands and the stars are in the sky.
But I am so afraid of the unknown with you.
Time ends, space pauses, position undefined.
Not because I think you'll fail,
In this new stage, I know you'll succeed.
but because I don't know if I'll be there to witness it.
Yet fear aligns itself between these memories in my mind.
But I think part of me will always be with you in some way, at some time, at some point.
But you who are with me, who prepared me, who endorses our persistent success.
I am with you in your first class and your first adventure.
We're of evolvement, will be, from spring to spring.
And I am with you when you reach your first true triumph.
For you, I see silver wings reflecting the sun's rays.
And I am with you when you think there is no way to continue, and I know you will.
For you, the eastern winds, western clouds, northern lights, southern rays. For you, they'll erode any doubt as you soar forward.
And I am with you as you move on and grow up and forget about me and this poem. You have part of me, and I have part of you.
Accumulation of all contractions, all metaphors, all we are because we are. And together,
we will
dash forth
to face the eternal adventure
of the unknown.
Thank you, Emily and Sydney. Let's give them another round of applause. This past school year is one that will forever remain deeply ingrained in memory. Not solely because of the obvious, but because everyone, especially our graduates, have learned to overcome things that they never thought they would ever experience. The class of 2021 has become more reflective because of their actions, their thoughts, and their compassion. Being reflective, however, is not that easy to do. It takes time. It requires one to go through various experiences and forces us to always think ahead. Beyond this year, anything is possible. And you can, or shall I say, you will, be able to move forward. But what does moving forward really mean? These are two words that I often use when advising others of the next steps that they should take with any situation. Most of you already have a plan and know exactly what steps you need to take as you transition to the next chapter in your lives. However, beyond that, planning those next steps requires effort, strength, and reflective thinking in order to move forward successfully. As human beings, we are inclined to move forward by opening new doors and doing new things. This is often the result of simply being curious, and curiosity will lead us down new paths. Moving forward in life will help you avoid stagnation and maintain a pace that brings you and those that you love happiness. However, regardless of how much we plan and prepare, moving forward may come with difficulties and possible failure. That kind of disruption can be very frustrating. Nevertheless, it will drive you to reflect, to develop an alternative plan, and to commit to something that you will ultimately make great. This past year, we're filled with challenges, obstacles, and in some cases, failure. However, challenging times are nothing new, and neither are resilient people like yourselves. Let's take, for example, who worked on assignments and tests and projects virtually or in person? You did. Who became expert collaborators on Zoom and/or Google Meets? You did. Who participated in athletics, created artwork, performed in a musical or concert, or gained entry into numerous honor societies? You did. Who thought outside of the box and developed new ideas for others at Mepham to enjoy? You did. We just celebrated your success at your prom, and that's all because of you. You, the class of 2021, you're a very special group because you succeeded by doing the uncomfortable while struggling a little bit. The effort and in some cases the pain made you stronger, think deeper, and most importantly, take risks. Your drive, your motivation, and your grit inspired others. Today we have a special guest to speak to you a little bit more about her own inspiration while she was a student at Mepham High School. Please welcome class of 1992 graduate, Mrs. Dawn Goldberg.
When you have your husband's glasses as a security in your pocket, just in case you can't see the words. Hi, I'm Dawn Goldberg, a Mepham alumni. When given the opportunity to speak with you, I decided that I wanted to pass on a valuable lesson that I learned from a special person here today, our superintendent, Mr. John D. Tomaso. As Mr. D. Tomaso finishes this chapter in his life, I would like to reread his earlier chapter as a social studies teacher during his first years teaching at Mepham. He was my teacher way back in the Stone Age, 1992, LOL, and inspired me to be the type of teacher I am today, a real person. He not only taught with enthusiasm, but he shared his life with us. He'd ask questions about our weekends, sing songs, and even jump around in order to emphasize his lessons. He truly listened to what we had to say and would lend advice if needed. He cared about our lives as students, but more importantly, he cared about us as people. His powerful presence stuck with me throughout the years. And as you can imagine, my classroom is quite the same. You see, in life it's important to do your job, but we cannot lose sight of our connections with people, both big and small. Mr. Di Tommaso, thank you for playing such a valuable part in my life and teaching me the importance of connecting with people. I wish you all the best as your new journey begins and you continue to impact the lives of those around you. I'm confident wherever your story takes you, you will continue to touch hearts along the way. My daughter would say my stories usually are quite long, but fortunately I have my friend Diane Batchelor, who was once a Mepham alumni as well, helped me focus. So here we go, seniors. I sat on this field, my high school graduation, many years ago. Much like you may be now, I was dressed up, I was sweating under my graduation gown, waiting for speeches to end so I could receive my diploma and get started for my graduation celebration. In life, we often rush through the moments before us. While waiting for the next event to happen, I am here to say, slow down, stop, breathe. Such simple words, yet taken for granted. Life goes by in a heartbeat, and we cannot get back the time that passes. So, be present in the moment. No matter what career, job, or path your life takes you on, take time to be present with the ones around you. Writer Isaac Singer said, 2 important things are to have a genuine interest in people and be kind to them. Kindness, I've discovered, is everything in life. Be thoughtful, caring, and compassionate, and above all else, be kind. It may take a small effort to pay kindness forward, but the reward is paid back tenfold with the enrichment and meaning it brings to your own life. Just as Mr. DiTomaso impacted the lives of countless students and teachers, you too can have an impact on others around you. It may start with just as simple, how was your day? As you set out in your post-high school journey, remember, you do not have to be the best. You just have to always do your best. A friend once shared the phrase, I can, I will, I must. So when the going gets tough, as life sometimes does, I repeat the phrase time and time again, and so does my family. I encourage you to do the same. You can, you will, you must. And when all else fails, just breathe. And think about the type of story you want to leave behind. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Goldberg, for your kind words filled with inspiration. Class of 2021, never be discouraged. Never hold back. Never give up. When you fall back in life, remember what I said earlier, always move forward. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. Let the past be your lesson, the present your gift, and the future your motivation. I greatly look forward to being part of the future that you will shape. Congratulations. Now, as a tradition that was started several years ago, I will turn the graduation ceremony over to the students and allow the senior class president to serve as our master of ceremonies. The class of 2021 has been truly fortunate to have Mr. Spencer Astro as their president. As class president, Spencer has spent the last 4 years working with his fellow officers and Ms. Nigro in planning activities, most recently this past Thursday, beautiful senior prom. Spencer has proven to be a true leader. He is dedicated, bright, and extremely talented. In addition to the extensive extracurricular activities that he's involved with, Spencer is committed, enthusiastic, and always focused. His leadership and character will prove to be of value when he attends the honors program at the University of Alabama in the fall. Please welcome to the stage your class president, Mr. Spencer Astro.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor, on behalf of the senior class, to express our shared gratitude towards the individuals behind all of our successes. To our faculty, for always pushing us to strive with diligence, we thank you. To our administrative staff, for doing their best in creating a positive environment for us to work in, we thank you. To our custodial team, for constantly maintaining and upkeeping Mepham, and for keeping us safe with COVID-19 cleaning protocols, we thank you. And most importantly, to our friends and family, for always supporting us with love and care, we thank you. Now, my fellow classmates, I ask you to rise from your seats, right now. Please do it. Thanks. I ask you to look at the people who brought you here this afternoon, and remember to thank them. Whoever is here with you today, they are the true recipients of this ceremony and the ones we should be congratulating. Without your guiding light and the solid ground you provide, none of this would be possible. And for this reason, we, as the senior class, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Collectively, our grade has gone through a lot, and quite frankly, I'm doing my best to avoid detailing every small experience we had, all the trends that came and went, and any stereotypical graduation speech yet. All of us know that we were once scared freshmen entering the big pond of high school, some of us still just as scared, just 4 years older. And now we are young adults ready to venture into the, quote, real world. Real world. As Ms. Siroff once pointed out, what does that even mean? It seems as though our entire academic lives has built up to this moment, our senior high school graduation, and now the real world is supposed to magically begin. Whether you realize it or not, our lives will be the same in 24 hours than they are right now. And it wasn't until recently that I started questioning as to what this real world actually means. What do you think about it? The past dozen years of schooling has been part of the real world, but in an enclosed environment. You see, we have barely even scratched the surface of what the world has to offer, yet we all succeeded. This is when the realization began making sense to me. In this bubble of the real world, you all have made it to this moment, a time you should reflect on your journey and be proud of how far you have come. If you have excelled in this fraction of what the world has displayed, just imagine how great you will be once the barriers have been lifted. Several of you have conquered academic blockades, worked tirelessly to become a soon-to-be college athlete, dedicate your time towards finding your inner artistic voice, traveled across the sea to build a school, work to better yourself and the community around you, and so much more. This class has been an impressively assiduous group of individuals who have persevered through a pandemic. The majority of us have gone through a global pandemic before even figuring out what our goals in life are. Now, that is absurd. As a group, we have experienced something that no class has ever had to overcome before. Yet, we did it with such ingenuity that despite all the restrictions of the past year, nothing, and I mean nothing, could hold us back from becoming the highly awarded and decorated class we were meant to become. Fulfilling my role as your class president these past 4 years, I've seen how far our grade has matured and excelled beyond any expectations. And that puts a smile on my face. I'm proud of everyone on this field because you made it through such unimaginable hard times, all the while growing to your own and fulfilling your great potential. When you take the time to truly dive in and take an overview of your life so far, the moments you remember aren't the times of struggle, the times where you wanted to give up but you didn't. No. The moments that replay your memories are when you've reached the top of the mountain, your success. But despite those successes, planting your flag in the peak is not what made you who you are. It was the climb, the journey, the step-by-step process to get you there. Your struggle, your fight, your battle over any conflict you have faced is what defines you. And because of these microfractures is what makes you so strong. You know, I say these words with an intent of them sticking with you as you venture off into your path. After this commencement, some of us will leave to travel the world, start future families, explore different fields of attempted goals, and fail time and time and time again until you conquer your dreams. And this is what I ask of you today. I ask that as we are released from this bubble of what the world is like, that you take every single opportunity the world throws at you and make the most of it. Because if this roller coaster of a year has shown us one thing, it's that the chance to make memories and experience life is finite and can never be promised. However, when you approach those opportunities, do your best to remember who you are and the struggle that got you there. It is easy to get caught up in the thick of things in this crazy world that we live in. But if you always remember where your footprints are, you can never get lost in life. Thank you. The traditional definition of a high school salutatorian is the student with the second highest average in the graduating class. Jack Zavala, the salutatorian of the class of 2021, is an outstanding student on so many levels. Jack is an AP scholar, member of multiple honor societies, and someone who has continually demonstrated tireless optimism, passion, and willingness to go above and beyond with everything that he does. Whether on the field with football, lacrosse, or in his class, Jack is committed to everything he does with great maturity and poise. Jack will continue his path of excellence and athleticism next year at Hamilton College. Ladies and gentlemen, your salutatorian, Jack Zavala.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we start, I would like to thank everyone involved in organizing, planning, and setting up today's ceremony. Today would not be possible without the hard work of our administrators, teachers, and custodial staff. I would also like to extend a special thank you to my parents, for their continued support is the reason I am where I am today. We, the class of 2021, have graduated. Speaking for myself, I can honestly say that it has not seemed real. It has not yet fully hit me. We are finishing our high school careers and will soon be venturing into the next phase of our lives, whether that be college, trade school, the workforce, or the armed forces. It is this next phase that we are all excited for, to pursue our dreams as young adults, knowing we have our futures in front of us, entirely in our own hands. But no matter how much we anticipate the future, it would do us no justice to neglect the past. Beyond the scope of these last 4 years, each and every one of us has lived a different story. Unique tales with different people in different places, filled with different successes and struggles. But what unites us here today is our collective past. A past we all share here at Wellington C. Mepham. A past as formative as our own unique ones. And a past that exhibits the tremendous fortitude, ambition, and success we have had as a class. Our journey together started in 2017, freshman year. Graduation, college, and starting careers seemingly far off in the distant future, but in hindsight, we all know how close they really were. As sophomores, a year under our belts, we began to delve into our high school experience with autonomy. Given more freedom in choosing classes, we took different electives, signed up for AP classes, and for many of us, took our first AP test. For athletes, our sophomore season was either a springboard from junior varsity to varsity, or our first experience with varsity sports altogether. Beginning our junior year, no one predicted how the end of the year would unfold. COVID was non-existent, and even as the year progressed, it was nothing more than a news story from overseas. And then, it all changed. After we got that first call, closing school for 4 days, then 2 weeks, then a month, and then for the rest of the year, the end of our junior year, as we knew it, was gone. We lost the end of our third year of high school, including spring sports, a part of our education, and most importantly, a sense of normalcy. Outside of school, we lost so much more. Quarantine deprived us of social interaction. We lived in constant apprehension and fear under the cloud of uncertainty COVID brought with it. And for some of us, we lost loved ones. Acknowledging loss is difficult, but acknowledging it is the only way we can revel in the way we responded. And our response was remarkable. First and foremost, we as a class and the school community succeeded in the joint effort to remain open, full in person, for nearly the entire year. Looking at the rest of the country, where some districts are just starting to return full in person, saying we handled COVID well is an understatement. None of this could have been done without the work of our school administration, but our success in staying open stems from our efforts as a class as well. We wore masks every day, social distanced, and continue to do what is safe outside of school to make sure we could stay in school. But we were never satisfied with just staying open. Working together with coaches and administrators, we brought back sports to Mepham in a plausible and safe way. Weekly testing at Brookside, wearing masks, and social distancing as best we could gave us the opportunity to compete for the last time in Mepham sports. An opportunity so many of us would have taken for granted a year ago. And that's not all. We revitalized other extracurriculars, such as clubs and honor societies, and coordinated fundraisers in and out of school. We were able to have our senior prom, our graduation ceremony today, all making the best of an unprecedented and unideal situation. We could have let COVID deter us. We could have succumbed to the odds mounted against us by choosing to let it dictate our senior year. But in the face of something seemingly out of our control, we took control. Before I stress the importance of remembering our past here at Mepham, and we've done that. Our past is impressive, inspiring, and indicative of our collective fortitude. And if our past is any indication of how the future will be, it is clear that the future is bright.
Thank you, Jack. With the highest academic average of the class of 2021, Max Luft has earned the distinction of valedictorian. Max has been recognized as an AP Scholar with honors and a member of multiple honor societies. He is self-directed and talented across academic disciplines. Furthermore, Max participated in various academic and athletic competitions at the local, state, and national levels. Along with his impressive accomplishments, Max is a humble young man who has earned admiration and respect from our school community. His desire to learn and apply such knowledge is apparent in all of his endeavors. Max displays integrity and leadership, both in and out of the classroom, and has embodied what it means to be a Mepham pirate. He will continue his pursuit of excellence next fall in the honors program at Stony Brook University. Ladies and gentlemen, here to speak is your class valedictorian, Max Luke.
Hello everybody. I'm excited to see all my fellow classmates, their friends and families, alongside all the faculty and staff that make this all possible. We wouldn't be able to have this graduation in the first place without their hard work and dedication. They worked tirelessly to allow us to have our graduation despite all the necessary adjustments that were needed to be made due to COVID. So I think I speak for everyone when I reiterate our thanks. Now, you've heard from both Spencer and Jack, both great speeches, but now I'd like to talk about our future. We stand here, moments away from getting our diplomas, symbolizing our next big step in life. That future may entail going to college. For some, it means directly entering the workforce, while still others are going to serve our country. Regardless of whatever path you plan to take, it's going to be intimidating, and it's normal to feel anxious or worried. In all honesty, I'm filled with a mix of emotions because I'm simultaneously excited for the freedom and experience of college, yet at the same time, I'm incredibly nervous for what the future holds. I doubt I'm the only one who feels this way, or will feel this way in the near future. So instead of sugarcoating our future with some cliche message about how we will never fail, or our future will be a breeze, or something along those lines, I'd much rather be reasonable and realistic. Life is going to throw us a curveball or two, and I don't play baseball, so spoiler alert, I doubt I'm going to hit a home run. Ignoring my bad baseball metaphor, the point still stands. We are going to struggle, and it's not going to be smooth sailing all the time. But despite these relatively pessimistic statements, I'm not too worried, and that's for one reason. We know how to work together. It's not complex or overly extravagant, but the fact of the matter is that our cooperative abilities have only been improved through COVID. We've seen the way how we stood together through COVID in all aspects of our lives. And there's no reason for that to change. We are all integral pieces of our future, and we need to help each other up when one of us inevitably falls, in order for all of us to succeed. Continuing with this idea, we are completely different from every other graduating class, beyond a shadow of a doubt. We survived and thrived through COVID, and became better for it. We've learned to not take things for granted, and to appreciate the small things in life. To put it bluntly, we took a crappy situation and turned it around, and now look where we're standing. However, most importantly, the aspect that differentiates us, the part that makes you and I prepared, is our resilience and adaptability. Thanks to COVID, we grasped the necessary skills of evolving and changing to adapt to our surroundings, which are the key qualities that will serve us well in the future. Instead of constantly trying to catch up to the changing environment around us, we'll be well suited to go stride with it, every step of the way. The future isn't going to be perfect, nor will it be easy per se, but we are the most prepared we will ever be. So when we take that first step, we better start running, because we want to lead the future, not let it lead us. Congratulations to everyone once again, and let me turn it back to Mr. Gomez.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Jack. Let's give them all a round of applause again. We will now pay honor to all of our graduates as we call them to the stage to receive their diploma case. I also ask our assistant principals, Dr. Karn, Mr. Del Rosario, and Mr. Safina, to come forward to assist with the reading of the names for our candidates of graduation. I also ask Board Trustee, Mrs. Seymour Grote, to join me in handing out all the diploma cases.
Max Luft. Jack Savali. Spencer Astro. Taylor DeCina. Carly Green. Amanda Green. Aliyah Ahmad. Abbas Ali. Benjamin Amsterdam. Daniel Angelillo. Suleiman Ansar. Marissa Anselmo. Anthony Argila. Zoe Asta. Gianna Agugliero. Peter Bear. Jack Bailey. Jacqueline Baker. Natasha Baccaran. Megan Banis. Adam Barbera. Alessandro Barsalo. Sarah Bartolino. Brianna Barzola. Jenna Becker. Michelle Bello. Stefano Belmonte III. Luke Benzing. Peter Berry. Aisha Bibi. Aiden Black. Emily Bacone. James Bodendorf. Lauren Bowles. Sophia Bonilla. Astrid Bonilla Rios. Christian Boone. Kayla Bracamonte. Elizabeth Bracco. Emma Bradley. August Resnader. Lauren Brockhagen. Ryan Roscoe. Genevieve Bueller. Kimberly Burns. Ailish Callahan. Robert Caminiti. Brianne Capice. John Cariotti. Kaylee Carlin. Taya Carlin. Brandon Karen. Joseph Castro. Samantha Cates. Michael Petrova. Amanda Chasen. Hisham Chowdhury. Yuri Chicas. Ava Ciccarello. Juliana Cifaretti. Christopher Serino. Daniel Coles. Julia Collins. Brooke Corbo. Alexander Coate. Caitlin Coyne. Dominic Krakow. Olivia Crowley. Anthony D'Amato. Alexandra D'Amato. Gabrielle Davey. Jack Davila. Jacob Davis. Christopher DeAngelis. Catherine De Leon. Isabella Delgado. Victoria De La Croce. Ryan DeLusa. Dominic DeLutri. Christina DeMarco. Vasi Demetrio. Madison DePascal. Tyler Duderman. Gianna DePrima. Joseph Dominguez. Michael Donlevy. Liam Donahue. Emily Donovan. Marvelyn DeRejo. Lauren Dietzick. Rachel Izard. Lauren Armitaggio. Caitlin Exner. Kyle Exner. Ariana Facita. Justin Fior. Daniel Fitzpatrick. Lena Fitzroy. Nina Florio. Dominic Ford. Madeline Freeman. Andrew Freed. Isabella Francia.
Raymond Geiser. Michael Galfano. Valerie Galfano. Isabella Garnock. James Geary. Rebecca Gilbert. Emily Goldberg. Matthew Gonzalez. Philip Gordon. Joseph Grassi. Christopher Grasso. Samantha Green. Kimberly Grubel. Caroline Grippo. Matthew Grossman. Michaela Grote. Brandon Hafner. Ty Hanovic. Rafea Hashmi. Donovan Hassel. Scott Hayes. Kiao He. Alicia Heller. Kelly Hennessy.
Darnell Henry. Brandon Hislop.
Let's go!
Marissa Hockman. Enya Hodson. Ariana Holzman. Julia Horacek. Brandon Sue. Lana Jaggett. Kaylee Janosek. Luke Jensen. Ashley Johnson. Kelly Johnson. Rebecca Kaufman. Ryan Kender. William Kender. Iman Khan. Faraz Khan. Nasir Khan. Kirill Kilfoyle. Sean Coling. Eliza Cracky. Alexander Kulikowski. Edward Krlatnik. Nathaniel Langdon. Timothy Langone. Kyle Lavelli.
Let's go, Islanders!
Kelsey Laverty. Theodora Ligori. Edison Liu. Alexis Lofries. Alyssa Lombardi. Haley Long. Juan Lopez. Christopher Laviglio. Dominic Lazito. Chelsea Lafrano. Kyle Magro. Emily Manzella. Joseph Marcello. Matthew Marino. Mia Martinez. Gabriella Massaro. Rita McCarthy. Erin McGrady. Olivia McGinnis. Troy McLarty Smith. Aiden McLaughlin. Kayla Menendez. Gina Milheiser Benson. Emily Moringer. Colin Malloy. William Malloy. Kiara Montanino. Gianna Montanino. Amaraya Munlin. Emily Musamechi. Caitlin Milet. Miranda Natali. Ariana Nella. Christina Nietzschman. Griffin Nolan. Margaret Nolan. Peter Notarantonio. James Novello. Tyler O'Neill. Patrick O'Regan. Courtney O'Rourke. Kevin O'Shea. Ryan O'Sullivan. Alyssa Olmo. Juliana Oppenheimer. Sebastian Ordonez.
Emily Paez Lee. Jessica Pagano. Samantha Pelagiano. Ralph Pascarella III. Priscilla Payne. Michaela Pedota. Jake Pagalis. Ryan Peckoff. Cassidy Perry. Michael Pilato. Matthew Plotnick. Kyle Podlaski. Giovanna Pompanio. Jonathan Powell. Sean Petradis. Kayla Rendemano. Miranda Price. Eleni Proyos. Samantha Quigley. Grace Quinn. Sierra Quinn. Samantha Rahab. Divjot Rai. Giovanni Raya. Simran Ramator. Julia Rawlinson. Liam Roach. Philip Roach. Nicholas Robles. Haley Rojas. Sabrina Romero. Sean Rooney. Julia Roseman. Alexander Rosenberg. Emily Rosenberg. Jacob Rosenberg. Jenna Rosenberg. Gianna Rosser. Kaylee Roth. Hannah Rubin. Francesca Frankie Russo. Frank Russo. Taylor Rybacki. Avery Sacchio. Kushi Saini. Nicholas Santiago. Nicholas Santarufo. Louis Saraceni. Emily Sarosi. Brianna Sayak. Danielle Scalamandri. John Schaefer. Kaylee Schwenk. Brandon Scopolidis. Gianna Sedita. Nathaniel Senra. Melanie Sermeno. Xavier Shaw. Alyssa Seeger. Jill Silverstein. Daniel Simmons. Thomas Simone. Tyler Smith. Eleanor Samwaru. Xavier Soto. Samantha Spencer. Michelle Spiller. Derek Stevanovic. Ryan Stevanovic. Ashlyn Stutz. Ivan Swazo. Thomas Sylvester. Labia Tariq. Amanda Tyke. Lacey Tinter. Caitlin Tobin. Giovanna Toro. Jacqueline Trapani. Samantha Trankel. Vanessa Troiano. Tyler Truplo. Jaden Sang. John Tucci. Matthew Turco. Kushal Verma. Colin Viola. Jessica Waxwinder. Victoria Walker. Gianna Walsh. Sydney Wang. Casey Ward. Michael Ward. Tyler Weinstein. Robert Wiglin. Brandon Wildman. Richard Williams IV. Carly Willix. Kaylin Wilson. Jake Winkleman. Allie Wonderman. Isabella Zampetti. Vivian Zhu. Nicholas Azulo.
Just wait a few minutes for all the graduates to take their seats. The sun definitely started shining at the right moment. Thank you all. Before I begin the confirmation of graduates, I would like to thank Dr. Karn, Mr. Safina, Mr. Del Rosario, Ms. Nigro, our department chairs, Mr. McHugh and the rest of our security team, Ms. Schroeder and our clerical team, and also Mr. Pennington, Mr. Ramirez, and that outstanding custodial crew for arranging all the components of this ceremony. Let's give them all a round of applause. Special thanks also to Island Photo for assisting with all the photography. I also want to thank our very supportive Central Office Administration and Board of Education, who congratulate you on your achievements. Thanks to all the Mepham parent organizations, especially the parent group of the class of 2021, and to our site-based committee for your continued guidance and assistance. Finally, a huge thank you to the broadcasting teachers and the students for recording this ceremony. Seniors, your diplomas can get picked up starting tomorrow at our registrar's office between 8 and 3 o'clock. Is that correct? Yeah, all right. Also, when you leave the field, please make sure that you meet your guests by the car that you arrived in. Now it's the time that you've all been waiting for. Will the members of the class of 2021 please rise? All right, members of the Board of Education, I certify to you as trustees of the Bellmore-Merrick Board of Education and Mr. DiTomaso, our superintendent, that the students before you have completed the required number of credits and have passed the New York State exams to participate in this ceremony. Graduates, before my final words, you may move your tassels from the right side of the cap to the left. With the authority vested in me by the New York State Department of Education and the Bellmore-Merrick Board of Education, I declare you, the class of 2021, graduates of Wellington C. Mepham High School. Congratulations! Easy on move, just get those caps and go back to your seats. Parents, I ask that, and guardians and family members, I ask that you wait until all the students have left the field. Students, you will leave the field in the same order that you came in. Ms. Nigro, Mr. Lolio, thank you for assisting with the lines. All right, Ms. Dennis, let's get the recessional music. Thank you all and congratulations.
Are we good to break down?